last few decades has seen an outbreak of psychosis within Christianity involving a certain chapter in the book of Genesis. Wannabe armchair Extian Bible scholars have concluded that fallen angels have come to earth, raped women, and procreated a hybrid supernatural evil progeny of beings that have been identified with everything from aliens to demons among the Tard elite. Today, Extians are walking around wondering if their next-door neighbor is a Nephilim, because they're absolutely certain the Queen of England and the Rothschilds are evil reptilian alien blood-sucking beings, as well as Hillary Clinton. This bullshit false doctrine is not the product of bad interpretation only. It's also the product of literal errancy in the Bible text itself. The passage in question is in Genesis chapter 6, involving a couple verses. Verse 2 states a group called the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, which means pleasant to look upon, and took them wives, all that they chose. The transgression in the passage seems to be the application of that which they chose among wives was in error, which infers marrying outside the group or tribe was error. The sons of God in question are not angels, they are mere men, for the translation for the word God is Elohim. Thus the correct translation is the sons of the gods. This epithet is used for Adam in the Old Testament and Jesus Christ in the New, for both are called sons of Elohim, and so are proselytes of Jesus Christ. So implying sons of God are fallen angels is nothing more than making up a whole bunch of bullshit when there isn't any. Both the Old and New Testaments confirm that the Elohim are human beings. They are you and I. Where this leap in Tard logic takes place is in verse 4, where we have the actual biblical translation error. In verse 4, it states there were giants in the earth after these sons of God took taboo wives. The same became mighty men which were of old, and men of renown. Two epithets used numerous times in the OT for the patriarchs and Israelites alike. Well, what goes completely unnoticed to self-designated couch scholars is that the word giants in the verse is a Greek word translated into English. It's the Greek word gigantes, which means titans and refers to enormous size and mythology, and is 100% in error as a translation in the passage. The redactors of the Old Testament Bible have used the Septuagint to change and hide the original correct translation from the Hebrew, which is nephil, which means to fall away and to fall down prostrate, a word describing an apostasy and not a condition of being fallen, alien, mutant, hybrid beings. The word gigantes is used for the Titans in Greek mythology. The word nephil is used to describe doctrinal apostasy in Hebrew, and in this case, namely marrying outside the tribe. The redactors of the Old Testament saw that there are in fact personalities in the Bible having giant physical stature in the text, and are generically making the subject and context the same. But that's not what the Bible text is in fact teaching. The Nephilim, or rather the Nephil or fallen away of Genesis 6:4, are giants in religious and political stature. Hence they have obtained the epithet men of renown, of old, in the text. Thus, the words giants is not only applying to physical size and stature. Joshua had 30,000 mighty men, or Gibborim, in his army. David had a chosen task force of mighty men, or giants, in his camp. 250 princes of Moses' assembly were men of renown. And Ezekiel and Daniel both state Israel were the men of renown, of old. So all this gobbledygook of fallen meanies with horns and tails raping women and procreating a demonic hybrid progeny is 100% bullshit of the highest order. It's a testament as to how fucking warped and retarded ex-teens in the churchianity actually are, as anything goes. The sons of God do not denote angels in the passage, and those who are Nephil are not giants or gigantes. Both of these ideas are delusional imaginary bullshit made up by crackpot, paranoid, schizophrenic ex-teens. There is no UFO, alien, ET theology in the Bible. That's all sensationalistic psychosis created by self-designated armchair theotards who live in their own vain imaginations. The majority of the giants in the OT, where not expressly identified otherwise, are in fact dealing with patriarchs and Israelite personalities in the Old Testament.